famous and most talked about craft and microbrews. So we came up with a segment.
Yes, and
Man versus beer.
My radio producer, Mike Bassett, he went to check out. Yeah, he volunteered. Oskar Blues.
Well, we're here for another segment of Man versus Beer. I still can't believe I talked Tom into paying me to come taste beer. But I'm here with Chad Malis. We're at Oskar Blues, home of my favorite beer. I love Dale's Pale Ale, and actually to come do this where it's made is awesome. Hey, Chad, how you doing?
I'm doing great, man. How are you?
Good. Good. So you've got a bunch of samplings. You guys make all the beer here in Longmont.
Yep.
Well, and the title of the show is Man versus Beer, so I'd like to get down to it. I want to taste some of these other beers.
Excellent. Yeah, well, we have, we distribute 6 beers throughout the country. 5 of them are core brands, and we do a 1050, our Imperial Stout. We do that seasonally. But, they're kind of laid out here, lightest to most flavorful. We start people off a lot of times with Mama's Little Yellow Pills. It's a great gateway beer. It's the only lager that we do. It's by far the most accessible beer that we make. It's a 5.3% Czech-style Pilsner. This place, we have 43 craft beers on tap. We really pride ourselves in having a diversity of beers. But
wait. You got 43 beers on? You're never going to get me to leave here tonight.
Right? Yeah. We got a cot upstairs for you. But the next one there is your Dale's Pale Ale. That's your favorite. I mean, you can catch the very hoppy nose on that one. It's got a very malty backbone.
Now, what's this next beer here?
The next beer is Old Chub. It's our Scottish style. It's a Scotch ale. It's about 8%. Very malty. A real mix of real dark. You get some chocolatey, caramely overtones with it.
And what do we have going here?
This is Goodnight. This is our Imperial Red Ale. It's previously known as Gordon, as a tribute to Gordon Knight.
Still the same taste?
Absolutely, same exact beer. It's something we've always said was it's big, it's red, and it's sticky. So it's still big, red, and sticky.
What's the last beer here?
This is Gubna. It's our Imperial IPA. It's a huge beer. It's 10% alcohol, 100 IBUs, by far the hoppiest beer in a can.
See, Tom, you got to make it up to one of these shoots. This is great.
We were the first American craft brewery to be brewing and canning our own beer. There are a lot of advantages to the can. The first thing is it completely eliminates the damaging effects of light. I mean, the can, totally eliminates that.
Well, we're still here at Oskar Blues. Top-notch beer, awesome entertainment. I can only imagine the food's as good. Here with Jason Rogers. He's the head chef. Jason, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great. How are you?
So what kind of food can people expect up here?
We do everything from pizza to burgers to smoked food. We slow smoke everything we do, from our wings to our ribs and our burgers, all fresh half-pound patties. We make Southern-style cuisine, gumbo, etouffee, and then the wings. These, 5280 gave us some accolades on these. There's some secrets involved, but we rub these up. They get slow smoked. We crisp them up, and then we have 4 custom sauces that we toss them in.
As you know, I'm Man versus Beer. I like to drink a lot of beer, but in my opinion, the only amount of alcohol to drive on is none. I'm here with Joe Lazzara. He's our DUI expert and go-to guy when it comes to criminal defense or DUIs. Joe, what happens if somebody, you go out, you've had a beer after work, maybe you're iffy, shouldn't be driving, you get pulled over. I mean, how do you respond? What are your rights?
Well, the first thing you need to do is have your driver's license, registration, proof of insurance ready to go. The police officer generally will ask you, have you been drinking? I always tell people be honest and be cooperative, and that's the number one thing that you look for. 2 drinks put you over the legal limit in many cases, at least over a DWAI, so you should always plan ahead and either have a designated driver or at least allow adequate time that the alcohol's out of your system. Well, once you're arrested, you're given a choice between a blood test and a breath test. I always tell someone you should take a test, especially on your first offense. If you take a test and you're over the legal limit, you're looking at a potential 9-month revocation, 1 month no driving, 8 months on a probationary license that would require the interlock. But if you refuse a chemical test, you're likely looking at a 1-year revocation, no probationary license whatsoever.
Well, it's been great food and great beer up here at Oskar Blues. But as you know, we always put everybody on the spot for a screaming deal for you, Tom. What kind of screaming deal do you have for Tom's viewers?
We basically have a half off, so you get a $50 coupon for 25 bucks. Come on out and see what we have to offer. We got great beer, we got smoked meats, we got great live music.
As always, when we end a Man versus Beer segment, once I'm drinking, I always take a yellow cab. Actually, many bars now have voucher accounts, so if they know their patrons have been drinking and shouldn't be driving, bars send them home in a cab free of charge. So I get home safe.
All right, we'll be right back.